Hello and welcome back to Yelena Show. It's prediction time, game week number 20. First game of game week number 20, Tottenham taking on Newcastle United. Newcastle flying at the moment, won their last 4 games out of 5, while Tottenham, they seem to be all over the place. Their defending is horrible, and part of that is because of the injury that he have. So Ange Postecoglou will be sweating. He lost yet another defender to injury, that is Destiny Udogie. How will this impact the team? Obviously, it's going to impact the team negatively. We know Tottenham are not afraid to score, but when they score, the question is, will they defend? And that is the question that this game week, especially this fixture, is going to answer. So my prediction will be there will be goals. If you are a gambler, can go with a goal. But I see a 2-2 draw. Key players in this fixture will be going with Dominic Solanke for Tottenham because he likes scoring against Newcastle, especially during his time at Bournemouth. And for Newcastle, red hot form, Alexander Isak is the man to watch. Aston Villa taking on Leicester, two teams that are struggling for wins. Aston Villa looking a shell of their former past, conceding goals left, right, and center. And Mr. Good Evening will be sweating on how best is going to defend, because it's not about scoring. Just like Tottenham, they are scoring goals, but they are not able to defend those goals. So with Leicester, they have lost their last 4. Ruud van Nistelrooy started well, but he's lost 4 back-to-back games, and this leaves him at position number 19, and things are not looking pretty. So I think Aston Villa have been patchy, as I've mentioned, and one of their New Year resolutions will be at least to get defensively solid, because we know they are not short offensively. Their main problem is going to be in defense, and we be looking at how Mr. Good Evening is going to solve that. Key players, Oli Watkins is back, and for Leicester, Jordan Ayew is one that we'll be keeping an eye on. Score prediction will be a win to Aston Villa, at least a win for Aston Villa. 2-0. Bournemouth taking on Everton. Bournemouth playing at home, and Bournemouth is a team that is surprising so many this season. They haven't lost in their last 7 games, while Everton haven't won in their last 10. They've been drawing, especially with the big boys, but the games that you could think that they're going to win, they have lost those games. And so difficult to see where they're getting goals from, especially in this game week, because their problem is not defense. Their problem is not defensive, because they can defend really well. Their problem is that they have a misfiring attack. Will they get goals this game week? That's the big question. Bournemouth, on the other hand, have this habit of finishing with a bang. You score against them, be rest assured that they are going to score, especially in the later minutes of the game. So it's a very dangerous team. The likes of Evan Nilsson, they know how to score goals. For my prediction, I think Bournemouth will be too much for Everton. I go for a Bournemouth win, maybe 2-1 or a 2-0. Crystal Palace will be welcoming their London rival Chelsea. Palace have shown an improvement in their last 6 games, but Chelsea, who are meant to win just 1 game to go above Liverpool, have since dropped points, and they have suffered 2 back-to-back defeats. The last one being away at Ipswich, the other one being at home to Fulham. So Enzo Maresca will be sweating to get this team back to their winning ways. This fixture is gonna interest everybody, just to see how best this Chelsea team is gonna react to those 2 back-to-back defeats. Chelsea winning ratio to Palace is pretty good, but will they beat them this time around? Of course, Palace playing at home, that changes things. Home ground advantage. And 2 players I think who will be key in this fixture is Ismail Assar and Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson did not start their last game against Ipswich. He was on the bench. And Chelsea have to get their most of their players back in form. Ice cold Palmer, he needs to get back to his best in order to help this team get 3 points this weekend. So my prediction is 1 Crystal Palace, 2 Chelsea. Manchester City will be taking on West Ham. Manchester City got back to their winning ways, beating Leicester City 2-0 at Etihad. And while West Ham received another thumping of 5-0 against league leaders Liverpool, City will be coming into this fixture with a bit of confidence, especially within their players. West Ham have only failed to score once in their last 9 Premier League games, so scoring is not their issue, but will they defend? My prediction will be a win for Manchester City, a 3-1 win for Manchester City. Southampton will be taking on Brentford, 2 teams that are struggling right now. Southampton 20th in the Premier League table, while Brentford are 12th. And Brentford have not been so good away from home, but Southampton have not been so good generally. And so Southampton are the least scorers in the Premier League. They don't seem to score a lot of goals, while Brentford have been struggling also with injuries here and there. So their last game, of course, was played 2 days ago against Arsenal. On paper, you could think that this is a fixture that inclines more to Brentford than Southampton, but because Southampton will be playing at home and they can score, it's only that they don't score enough. I see a draw, 1-1 draw for this fixture. Let me know what you think. 10th place Brighton will be welcoming 2nd place Gunners. Brighton are chasing European competitions, where Arsenal will be chasing a Premier League title at the end of this season. Brighton have only had 3 wins in their last 11 home wins, and these put them under pressure to win against in-form Arsenal. Arsenal won their last match against Brentford away. No team has more points in 2024 than Arsenal, 85 points. A shame that they have not won anything, but the stats are there to see. My score prediction will be a win for Arsenal, 1 goal for Brighton and 3 goals for Arsenal. 8th place Fulham will be welcoming 18th place Ipswich. Ipswich coming back from that surprise win over Chelsea 2-0, and Fulham have been drawing. Fulham will look to overturn their draws into wins. 2 teams that like to attacks, and so it will be an interesting fixture to watch, especially when you are a neutral. But for my prediction, I feel this is gonna lean more to Fulham than Ipswich, because Fulham will be playing at home, but it's gonna be an entertaining game. So 2-1 to Fulham. Liverpool taking on Manchester United, 1st against 14th. It's a shame that we are mentioning 14th and Manchester United in the same sentence, but that's football. Liverpool flying high, seems so much in the mood, scoring goals, defending well. I mean, everything seems to go well with this Liverpool team, and this is a fixture that is going to involve the in-form and out-form. And of course, Manchester United have been struggling. They have lost back-to-back games, and so difficult to see what is going to save them, especially this fixture, which in my own opinion has come too early for them. Manchester United have to get back to their winning ways, and obviously they need a reaction because they've been losing games, and they will be welcoming back their captain Bruno Fernandes. But I do feel that this is going to be a big test for Manchester United. Salah versus Ahmad are 2 key players in this fixture, and my prediction will be Liverpool 4, Manchester United 1. The last game of the game week weekend will be involving Wolves welcoming high-flying Nottingham Forest. This is a Nuno derby. Nuno, former Wolverhampton manager, now taking on Nottingham Forest, and he has transformed this team. Nottingham Forest sitting 3rd, while Wolverhampton are on 17th, relegation threatened. And so 2 teams that have in different forms. Nottingham Forest, of course, won their last 5 games back to back. 5 games they have won back to back, while Wolves have just won twice in their last 5 games. So Wolves have lost one of their key men, Cunha, through suspension, and they will be short. They will be short in confidence, especially when they will be facing high-flying Nottingham Forest. What is my score prediction? Wolves 1, Nottingham Forest 2. Let me know what you think about my score prediction. I'll catch you in the next one.